Peace and love, everybody. Let me get me a drink of tea before I read this letter. Sorry to the ones I've been a bitch to lately in groups and such, but I don't take too kindly to getting death threats every morning and porn posted to my Facebook. My YouTube channel. Y'all, you like my wig? It is beautiful, isn't it? Anyone that has cancer and has lost your hair, you just feel so freaky to wear wigs because it just feels like Halloween every day. But I thought it would look really nice with this. Look how much my legs has gotten tinier. I've lost so much weight. But I love this. Reminds me of my biker days. I don't mean to be morbid, but I'm going for the Sharon Tate look. But I'm evil like Sexy Sadie. Yeah, that is morbid considering the letter I'm fixing to read. Okay. This is to me white roses this time, which is cool because I just put white roses this week in my living room. I just got fixed up. So let me see. Dear Delinda, thank you for your letter. Thank you also sharing your bad news for prayer and your good news, both rejoicing in Christ, knowing that it is in His power that makes us strong. Good to hear how you are bringing that old farmhouse to life. He's talking about what you see here. It should be a good atmosphere for spiritual growth. But we must spend time in God's Word. My lighting ain't good in here. Romans 12, verse 1 and 2. By the way, I'm not doing any drawing these days. Sorry. I had asked him if he would draw or paint something to hang in my Avion because he's been with me through my whole journey to Avion. And he's kind of been like my mechanic to talk to about things. Mainly, the only thing was he was asking me in a previous letter, what about the tires? Are they weathered bad? And then I had to YouTube, and if he hadn't told me that, I might have took a chance with some that were really, really bad. It would have exploded like a bomb, like a hand grenade under there, so he possibly even saved my life that day. But anyway, when he became a Christian, he stopped doing his artwork, and that's what he's talking about. This wig is hot. Sorry to hear about that electrocution of your body. Must be careful and not go without your limit of expertise. Ha! You'll be ready the kilowatt. It's because a dryer plug was put on, one of those old box kind, and the back button slipped onto it, and this finger right here, when I death gripped it to pull it apart to move my water heater out that was leaking months ago, where the ground wire was supposed to be, it was missing it. So this fat little part of my finger went down in there and touched electricity, 220, and it has damaged this arm all the way back here to where I have a metal plate in the back of my neck from where I was almost beat to death. The last severe time, I've had one more assault since that actually knocked this plate loose. Since I have leukemia, they won't operate on me anymore, so I'm just screwed, you know. Screwed and tattooed. Anyway, sounds sounds like the Avion is coming along. That's my camper. Looks like a silver Airstream. Enclosed is Dead Man Walking for Your Dad. Give him my love. I mean no harm, only help. I'm swamped. Sorry so short. But know you are loved. Charles. My dad had told me on the phone, we were talking about everyone, my sister and two brothers, they all have, they're all in relationships. I'm the only one that is not in a relationship. And he said, well, no fucking wonder, you know, writing Manson and Bundy. Well, my stepmom had saw a album of Ted Bundy photos on my Facebook. I never wrote Ted Bundy, and Ted Bundy, of course, is dead now. But that's not why I'm not married or seeing anyone. I'm not because of a broken heart, a dented skull, broken breast, a cracked breastbone, cracked ribs. I don't feel half the size of my face. My ex-fiance took it also 3/4 of the hearing out of my right ear. And I took a hellacious beating to the head. That's not the first one, hopefully it'll be the last one. But anyway, Tex Watson has nothing to do, and neither did Charles Manson have nothing to do while I'm not married or with anyone. I have trust issues. Someone pissed me off, I would be worse than Tex Watson. I keep my machete sharp, and I have a sociopathic mind, and I take a lot. Now, before I became a Christian, oh hell no. You know, coming out of the biker gang, you imagine what I'd do to someone that really kept messing with me. Since I became a Christian, people in my family even said that I've become weak. I'm not the Gemma of Sons of Anarchy anymore. I've become weak. I'm a weak Christian because I turned the other cheek. No, I don't want to live the rest of my days on death row. So, yeah, I do turn the other cheek. It's not nice to kill people that piss you off, even though I could probably write a million zillion books on how to do so. Like with this beautiful rock. You could literally beat someone to death with this thing. Pretty big, ain't it? Well, I found this today. Look how big it is. See that? I hope you can see that. It's huge, ain't it? I don't even know if you can see it or not. Hopefully so. But this is my text letter, and I'm trying to go for the 60s look. Since people think that I'm so freaky, I thought I'd dress for the occasion. And let me tell you, when you have low self-esteem from domestic violence assaults, from almost being murdered numerous times in my life, it's all undue to wear something skimpy like this and actually, you know, look nice or whatever. It's really hard for me too. Lately, I wake up to porn stuck to comments. I had to disable it, and then like death threats. I just had to disable. I'm having to go without friends and family that like my videos. Most everyone that's subscribed to me lately is because of Tex Watson. They hate him, but they want to know. Yes! What did he say in here? What did he say? Ordinary stuff, just like y'all say to your friends. That's what he fucking says. ordinary things. I could count the people that treat me good on one hand. I prefer to do the left. And he is one of them. He's a very good friend of mine. Why? Because we get along. He thinks I'm interesting. See, folks, people are more than the crimes or the sins that they commit. You know, you fuck up, you do bad shit, you repent, you go on with your life. He's paying the ultimate price. You know, he is satisfied. Charlie said the same thing. You gave me my life back. I'm not on death row anymore. You gave me life, even with chance of parole. Texas hated just like Charlie's hated. And anyone that gets involved with these people because of their political prisoners, some are justly there, some ain't, they're probably never going to get out. The ones that have gotten out are probably all that it will get out alive. Seriously. It's just like all the Epstein stuff going on now. You have to remember what it was like in 1969. And these people represented Hollywood. From pedophilia to cocaine, heavy-duty drugs. There's hardly ever a mention of pot. Everyone smoked pot. It's hard to go to any parties that no one was smoking pot, like Roman says. But anyway, I'm just rattling on because I'm home alone. As far as the text tapes go, I thought it was interesting. I get up this morning and I'm like, I'm hearing make a video about people always asking about the text tapes, the text tapes, the text tapes. To me, y'all, I look at it like this. Tex told the cops during interrogation. And then a lot of the other family members are in all these books and stuff. And they make all this money. And believe me, since last year in January when I started writing Tex, he prefers Charles, but to me he's Tex and Charles is Charlie. But anyway, where was I going with that? I'm losing my chain of thought. Oh, how embarrassing. I'm glad this isn't a live stream. Sometimes I make these little videos and I just erase them, but today I was like, I wanted to really wear this today. And I wanted to read this to the people that seriously want to know about Tex and what he's like in 2020. This is what he's like in 2020 in my 2020. Very, very nice. And I wish people, as Charlie says, get up off me. I wish people would get up off me because Halloween's coming up. I came out of voodoo. Halloween was like my time to fuck people's worlds up and say, surprise, surprise! Karma's a bitch when Dylan drives the crazy train. And the old devil played a cruel joke after I'd already gotten in church and I was doing good and I wasn't killing people with voodoo spells and curses anymore, using dead animal body parts and stuff like that. He gives me cancer, and I found out that that something was wrong with my blood when my white count was enormous on Halloween night. After I filmed for TV, that's probably something you don't know about me. I filmed for TV for 3 years, volunteered for my cousin's TV station. I got Charles Manson music on there every Halloween. I was told to do a 2-hour Halloween special because, you know, I probably look like Halloween all the time. But my boss, who is pagan, I work for a pagan TV foundation, hated Charles Manson. I was like, either you let me put Charlie music on or I quit. Well, guess what? I got away with it. And on Halloween, we had to go downtown and film all the little trick-or-treaters. He come to pick me up, my TV boss, and he goes, "You're not going. What is that X on your head for?" I said, "This is my creepy crawly outfit. I'm ready to film the trick-or-treaters." He goes, "You're not wearing that." I'm like, "Well, then I'm not filming. You film it yourself." He didn't want to film it himself, so I filmed it as a Manson follower, like I was, because I was pen pals with Charlie at that time. I mean, my obsession as far as writing Charlie in text has been 10 years now. And I'm buried at Spawn Ranch. My hair's on Stoner's vest. See, Stoner hates Tex. I love Tex. But we're two separate people. See, when you're grown-ups in grown-up little minds, you can put your differences aside and still love one another as Christ loved us. That's the way it's supposed to be in the real world. But people want to bash me. So, I don't want to bitch and gripe all through my YouTube because most of y'all don't care about anything other than Tex Watson videos. But I do have a life. I am not Tex. You know why? Because Tex isn't violent anymore, but I am. I have anger issues. Yes! Do I look like I have anger issues? Believe me. Is it normal to read something online and want to come find where the person lives and cut their frickin' heads off with a machete? And I would show no remorse. That's how bad anger issues I have, being a sociopath. But I'm also an empath. So I kind of keep myself in check. But as you see, I'm always home alone. I keep myself secluded. Because my tolerance for people's stupidity and bullshit is zilch. So to keep myself safe and happy, doing my own little thing, I don't get around people that anger me. So I'm not tempted. I'm not tempted to take this here rock and do something horrible with it. You know, it might have done death. It is an Indian artifact. They did kill people. This could very well been a crime scene that was unearthed and come floating down, and I found it. And it landed in my hands today. Just today. Because yesterday I was saying to some friends of mine I wanted to go hunt arrowheads. See, you do good things. And that shows you how big this is. Look, this is a regular legal envelope. See, it's pretty big. So that's an awesome score today. Anyway, I'm rattling on. Y'all probably don't care, but I'm trying to make it interesting for the people that, you know, I understand. I really do. I understand he's hated because why is he hated? He killed a pregnant woman. People, I don't think, even give a flying flip about the rest of the corpses, the killing spree that he had. They just care about Sharon because she was pregnant. Too bad Roman didn't care about Sharon when she was pregnant and alive, eh? Maybe if Roman Polanski hadn't crossed Anton LaVey, his wife and baby would never have been murdered if you go the undertones of this case. Think about it. All of this could just happen to be because of Roman and the movie Rosemary's Baby, when the people above him said, "Get rid of the creepy dude," after they scored the black mass that was never ever filmed on TV before. Now, I used to be in the occult world, and you know what? You don't fuck with people in the occult world. They will fuck you up. And their thoughts in their head goes out like creepy crawlies, like little worms, and that's what happens. So I'm going to end this now because my wolves are starting to bark, and that means there's something nearby and I must investigate. So it's time to go get the machete, and I hope it isn't a human out there, because I'm doing well to sit here wearing this outfit, and I don't want to answer the door wearing this outfit, because normally I want to look like this. But anyway, I thought this was very, very pretty. It does look like something Sharon Tate would wear, if only my hair was blonde. But that would be kind of morbid, considering there's a lot of people that calls me Texas woman. Do I look like I would be Texas woman? I wonder what he'd think if he saw me wearing this. He might want me to be his woman. It's not nice to piss me off. It makes all my evil personalities come out and want to run and buck. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't dare let it be you. Anyway, peace and love, everyone. I'm just having fun. I love to agitate people that hate me. My mama taught me well. Back in the day, Mommy Dearest, kind of like how Mom is. Yeah. And I think I'm worse than she ever thought of being. Anyway. Peace and love, everyone, and this is my text letter. He's a very nice man. He's a good friend to me. And yeah, I do love him as a friend, just like I love Stoner as my friend. I've never met either one of them in person, but I will tell you something. I had planned on meeting both of them people in August, but the coronavirus came. That knocked out visitation with Tex. Yeah, it did. I was stoked. I really wanted to meet him. And then, when I had the mini stroke, that canceled out me getting to finally get to see Stoner Van Houten, because I was planning on coming out for 2 weeks in August, and I was going to go to Spawn Ranch, and I was just going to knock on Stoner and Ann's door and go, "Surprise, surprise, surprise, I'm here to smoke your bones, Stoner," in the museum where the help note is. See? A little piece of me is in there too, because if it wasn't for me, that piece would never landed there, and that's like one of his most prized possessions. I must sound kind of like a Judas. Well, that's because I'm a sociopath. I also suffer with borderline personality disorder, so I'm like many personalities in one. Kind of like Sybil. But when I'm angry, I'm like the Exorcist girl, but I'm not Hollywood, I'm real life. Except, my head don't turn all the way around in circles anymore because of that mean old guy that forced me to get a dead person's bone in my neck and plate and 4 screws. Titanium plate and 4 screws. So, that keeps my head from spinning around, but perhaps I can still vomit. It's not green like pea soup, but my vomit is toxic chemo. My tears are like acid rain. So yeah, I'm toxic, baby. I'm toxic. Yeah. Peace and love, everyone. I'm gonna end this now. And